Managing Change by Thomas and Chrisman. Managing Change by Thomas and Chrisman.
Change is inevitable. Businesses in today's society will need to embrace change to maintain a competitive edge as well as keep customer satisfaction. Without change, a business will become stagnant. Change is likely to occur in areas such as technology, processes, and management styles. How we choose to handle change can be just as important as the change itself. Successful change management helps us meet our goals as an institution while minimizing any adverse effects created from change. Whatever the change may be, it needs to fit within the institution's strategic direction. According to Roger Kaufman in Strategic Planning Getting From Here to There, this plan should identify, define, and justify where the organization is headed, why it is going there, and how it will add value for all stakeholders. A shared vision will help foster a culture that is ready for change. Change management needs to start at the top. Effective leaders will provide inspiration as well as clear expectations to those affected by change, setting the tone on which change will be implemented. Management consultants Mark Ronald and Bruce Shaw contend that leadership will direct how any change is perceived. People watch the behavior of leaders, likely drawing conclusions about change from their actions more so than their words. For example, leaders who stress the need for globalization but continue to focus on their home market will run the risk of failure because they do not embody the need for change. Before change can occur successfully, the organization needs to be ready for change. Promoting the need for change starts at the top, but everyone affected needs to be on board. Resistance to change is going to happen, so managing how change is viewed can reduce stress and increase the chance of success. Participation and engagement will be based on trust and respect. Individuals need to see the vision and how they can contribute to the ultimate goal. In the article, Cultural Change Management, authors James Harrington and Frank Voll state that what people believe in, what they really value, how they behave, their personal ethics, the standards they set, the judgments they make, what they are expecting, the assumptions they make, and the level of trust they have in each other and the management team dictate the culture of the organization. Removing barriers to change and empowering individuals with the ability to take action and be creative will help create a culture that is ready for change. Barriers can include the lack of financial resources for staff training or employees not having adequate time to learn the new way. One of the hardest barriers to overcome is the human element. People resist change. Change can create anxiety in people, not knowing how it will affect their job, disagreeing on how or why change is occurring, or not understanding why change is necessary. Jeannie Perrin wrote in the article Resistance to Change in Organizations that companies should use a range of tactics in conjunction to engage their employees as early as possible and base their tactics on the type of transformation they are planning and the methods to which the company employees will respond best. Timely, trustworthy communication is a way to remove barriers to change. Gina Gottsill and Meryl Nachi wrote in From Resistance to Acceptance, How to Implement Change Management, that staff will be much more likely to accept and support the new process if they know what to expect at each phase. Informing staff of why change is happening, how it affects them, and what the future state is going to look like will help reduce concerns and eliminate inaccurate assumptions. Supplying staff with feedback on how they are doing will help reinforce the change. Internal and external reports that provide measurable data on how the new state of the organization looks can also help sustain change. Thanking staff for their contributions will encourage team unity and create a culture that values change readiness. Change management is a structured process that addresses both the requirements of the organization as well as the needs of the individuals involved. Going from the current state to the future state can be filled with obstacles, but managing the process can create a successful, sustainable change. Change management